Hi friends, thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. Going to be doing a tutorial today on how to make this beautiful Spirish 3D free crochet, Irish crochet inspired motif piece that I've made. I'm going to be using a 3mm crochet hook to demonstrate how to make this. We're going to start off by taking our yarn, securing it in our hand. I tend to just twist the yarn like this. We're going to start by chaining 4. Go ahead and slip stitch or single crochet in the first chain. Chain 1, and we're going to place single crochets in this center space here. Add as many single crochets as the size of your circle allows you to add. So I'm just going to keep going until I reach the end. And I will stop here. We're now going to slip stitch into the first chain space, chain 1, and in the next stitch pop a kind of loose single crochet. We are now going to start making puff stitches in these spaces here as we go along. So pick up some yarn from the back, go around the single crochet space, and we're going to go back and forth just twice. So we've got about 5 strands of yarn on our hook. Now pull through all of them. Chain 1. Now we are going to double crochet in the next chain space, and we're going to do that again. So back and forth, but this time 3 times because we've got a longer chain. And pull through all of them. Chain 1, chain 2. Let's go in the next space now, and we're going to do the same thing all the way around. So back and forth 3 times, pull through, chain 1, another chain in the next chain space, back and forth 1, 2, 3, pull through everything, chain 1 again, next chain space, back and forth 3 times, and pull through all of them, chain 2, chain 2, now I'm using scrap yarn, so I need to add more yarn to my piece, and I tend to just put the yarn behind what I'm working already, and I will just hold the yarn, the new yarn, with my old yarn and just carry on crocheting. Chain 2, carry on double crocheting, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, pull through everything, chain 2, I need to add some more yarn, just double crochet in the next space, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 again, double crochet, I'm going to add more yarn, back and forth 3 times, pull through everything, chain 2. Now I've reached the end. You can slip stitch into this first space and stop here if you wish. but I want like a spiral effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my next double crochet on top here to carry on the spiral around. And I'm going to do the same in this space here, back and forth 3 times, and chain 1. Make sure you're chaining 2 in between these puff stitches or your work's going to curl up like this. So I chain 2 here. I'm going to add another puff stitch right here in the same space I already did, just to make the transition into the spiral a little bit less harsh, as you can see there. So I'm going to chain 2. Now I'm going to carry on with the pattern's natural progression. So I'm going to make a puff stitch in. So I'm going to carry on making puff stitches in the same spaces as I have done in the previous rows. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, double crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2. Now in the next space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2. Next space, double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2. And you stop when you want to stop. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because of the nature of the work that I'm doing. And just to tell you a little bit about that, I'm putting together a beautiful, almost like wildlife inspired cardigan, and it's made out of completely like Freeform crochet, and I hope to put that up soon. I'm going to stop here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to snip my yarn because I am making a contrast kind of piece with what I'm going for. So I'm going to grab my darker shade of yarn. If you are using the same yarn, you will simply chain 1, turn your work around, whereas I am going to just slip stitch at the back, chain 1. What we're going to do now is we're going to single crochet around this entire piece. Okay. I just want to show you what our work is looking like from the front. As you can see right there. Okay. I have officially reached the end. What we're going to do is now we're going to bend our work back, and we need to continue to single crochet on the inside of the rows. So if you can see where I'm going into there, I'm going to continue to single crochet. Now you can work backwards if you wish to, instead of turning your work around. However, I am far too dyslexic to work backwards, so I just prefer to turn my work around and crochet like this. I'm just going to stop and show you what our work is looking like so far. So can you see how us adding the single crochet is making our work more 3D almost. So I'm going to carry on going around here, and then I'm going to do the inside as well. So we'll go ahead, complete that off camera, and I will show you what the finished piece looks like. Okay, so this is what my work is looking like. Of course, I'm going to tuck this tail in and this tail in, but I'm obsessed with these pieces. They look so arty and so complicated, but they're not. They're quite simple designs to make. So I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you. Please comment, please like, and please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye.